I just want to like understand how you got to where you are in the relationship. So, okay, so you guys met at a music event, and then how did it transition into something romantic?
It took a long time. Like, he kept being like, are you my girlfriend yet? Are you my girlfriend yet? And I don't really want to jump into anything. Like, I feel like you shouldn't give people that title unless you feel like it's really serious. When I was younger, if we went on a couple of dates, you could be my boyfriend, you know? But I think as you get older, you're like, it's a lot more serious. And it was long distance, like I said. But then he hung in there for like a year.
Wow.
And then I was like, okay. And he's like really nice and sweet. You know, and I think like when you're younger, you like dicks, and then when you like guys who aren't that nice. And
You
then
have to clarify. Not just when you're younger, everyone
That too.
likes dicks.
Yeah, I'm still trying to transition.
You got to get out of that habit. The children's do
I'm
that.
36 every day. It's not gonna happen.
then you get older and you're like, okay, I just want somebody nice. Damn.
I mean, but you come from, I mean, from what I've read online, it seems like a pretty solid background, because what I read was that your parents got a divorce and continued to live together.
Yeah, I don't know that that's healthy.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you is, was it like an amicable separation and they stayed there for you and were friendly around you, or was it a nightmare?
I think ever since I was young, my parents really didn't get along. And so I think, you know, it was like not a good relationship. They weren't affectionate toward each other. I don't think they really liked each other. I think my mom waited until me and my brother went to college to be like, all right, now it's time to get divorced. But then they're just so used to being around each other because they've known each other since they were teenagers that they just still live together. And it's like now nobody could really move on with their life, but they still act the same as they did. Like, they're still not like affectionate toward each other or anything. It's actually like, I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah. Do they still live together? Wow.
So yeah, that was my exact question, by the way.
I thought you were going to say that they lived together until you went to college, and then they were like, okay, we did this for the kids.
They didn't get divorced until after I went to college, and then they still live together now.
Wow.
So
Do they date other people?
Probably. I don't know. My mom is like, can you look on your father's Facebook page and tell me what he's doing?
Whoa, even though they live in the same house?
Yeah. And she'll be like, he's going here to do this. And then, I don't know. Like, to be honest, my parents don't tell me what they do. Like, they've never been like that. So I don't know what they do. Like, when my mom told me they got divorced, we were out for dinner, and she was like, by the way, your father and I got divorced. Oh my God. It wasn't even like a heads up ahead of time. It just happened. And I was like, what?
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
Did they get real divorced or like make-believe divorced?
No, they really got divorced. Like
the paper. What's the point of getting married or divorced if you're just going to live together anyway?
I don't know if they anticipated that was what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So you've never met like someone either of them were dating?
Nope.
Like a potential stepmother or father?
Never.
So they're just still playing the role.
And I'm sure they have to be doing like other things. I just don't know. My mom, honestly, she works all the time, right? She might work like 7 days a week a lot. And she's like, I just don't want to be in the house. And I'm like, well, you should move.
I mean, my parents are still together, but I see a similar thing because they're not affectionate. They don't hold hands. They're not like close to each other. They don't say nice things to each other. None of that, right?
Right.
But sometimes when I watch them like arguing and picking at each other and stuff, I'm like, that is a weird love. Like, because they're both giving each other something that no one else on earth can give. Like, no one is going to put up with this shit other than each other.
Yeah.
But
So
you don't
like,
find that kind of sad?
It's miserable. But it's still.
I don't know that I think that's just like comfortability.
Yeah, it's a different kind of love, because that's, I think, like my great uncles and aunts, where it was always just a thing of like screaming Italian people back and forth to each other, where it's just like, you know, they're in their habit and they're just not going to change. Yeah. But I think it's a different, it's, you know, it's one of those like love but not in love thing, where like you're family now and you're just stuck in it. Because
like, I don't want that. That's why I feel like marriage has never been super important to me. I could be with somebody and I don't feel like pressure to get married. I don't feel like I have to get married. I feel like I could just be with you.
Yeah. Do they still sleep together, like in the same room?
No, even when I was growing up, my dad would always sleep on the couch. And then, and then, you know, sometimes after it was late, like he'll fall asleep on the couch watching TV, and then he'll get upstairs and get in the bed.
Yeah.
With her.
My dad's been on the couch for 15 years now.
Yeah,
like
is that
night.
crazy?
Really?
Yeah, dude, we bought a better couch for him. Just like, we didn't get another room.
Like, your
I got a friend that does that.
He was like, yo, get a better couch,
bizarre.
because this is where I sleep now.
It's crazy.